Hello friends, 672 days of war. The Ukrainian cabinet of ministers submitted a draft law on mobilization to Verkhovna Rada. Those people who are disabled of third degree or third group as per the existing acts, former deputies of Rada and women bearing pregnancy or are under parental leave will be spared. Now from southern war zone on Kherson front, Ukrainians are again trying to expand their Krinky bridgehead. The Russian army airstrikes have reduced after they lost Sukhoi 34s by Patriot air defense. Russians' counter-attack also is suffering and did not succeed on this particular bridgehead and elsewhere in the left bank of Dnieper river. However, Ukrainians were not able to make any gains. Coming to Zaporizhia front, in Orikho sector, Russian army offensive operation in the west of Rabatino and even towards Guliai Pole continuing. Counter-artillery shelling continues from both the sides. In Rimivka salient, fight continues towards west of Staromayorsky and north of Pryutne. No gains. By and large, due winter and muddy ground, positional battles are taking place. In north towards Kupian-Swato direction, in Sinkyivka, Russians made some minor gains. And also towards east of Petropavlovka. Positional battle taking place towards Kislovka. Towards Liman direction, Russians have made good gains towards north of Terny and Serebryansky forestry, almost 2 to 3 kilometers. This is huge. Here the Russian army is continuously attacking along east bank of Zerebets river. They have also advanced towards forest belt of Terny and Yampolovka. Ukrainians' counter-attack at Torsky and Dibrova did not succeed. Coming to east on Bakhmut front, in northern flanks, Russians are advancing towards Ivanovsky as well as Bogdanovka and also have made some gains in Siversky salient. In southern Bakhmut side, Russians attack Avdiivka and northwest of Klishivka. Here Ukrainians too carried out a larger attack to expand their control zone in Klishivka but did not succeed. In Avdiivka, Russian army is continuing offensive operation all along front line inside Avdiivka, but progress or advance is pretty slow. They carried out attacks on Ukrainian positions from southeast industrial zone and northeast coke plants managed some minor gains. In north, they are continuing their advance towards Stepnoe Okeretina with small gains. In southern part, they made some gains almost 200 meters towards private sector and Vinogradniki 300 meters. They also made some advance towards Pervomaisky and Nevelskoye. On Marinka front, after capturing Marinka city, the Russians are advancing west-northwest side without giving any pause towards Kurakhovo. Towards Pobeda, positional battle is continuing, no changes. Towards Novomikhailovka, the Russian army continues its assault towards south and southeast outskirts, and here Ukrainians carried out counterattacks but did not succeed. ISW here remarks that Russians' likely capture of Marinka represents a limited tactical gains and does not portend any operational significant advance. It further says it is unlikely, that is, Russians are unlikely to make rapid advance from Marinka direction. A good propagandist for Pentagon as well as Kiev regime. We must hear what Zaluzny has to say. He says, city of Marinka no longer exists. Ukrainian troops have left and are holding to some places. They dug in on the outskirts of the city and in some other a little further. Avdiivka will be captured by Russian army within 2 to 3 months. He is more pragmatic. As far as Eastern War Zone is concerned, now Russians are looking towards Berdichi, which is 1 kilometer from Stepnoe, and Gorlovka front 2 is opening because of Ukrainians' counterattack, which did not succeed. And of course, Avdiivka is there as their prime aim, which may take throughout the winter for them to continue their offensive operations. Russians are continuing their interdiction missions. However, Ukrainians had some major gains when they attacked Feodosia, which damaged ship Novocherkassk, where the explosions were powerful. Ministry of Defense Russian Federation says both Sukhois used for launching Storm Shadow were shot down, but there is no evidence to it. Ukrainians also launched 2 missiles from their S-200, but were intercepted over Mariupol. War of attrition will continue throughout the winter and even forthcoming war between Russia and Ukraine. As per the information, Ukraine has already got almost 2 dozens of F-16. We'll have to wait and watch as to what is the effect of these latest lethal weapons which Ukrainians are being equipped. In the meantime, in northern Europe, USA has gained access to 35 military facilities in last couple of weeks only, which includes Sweden, which now is likely to become NATO member soon, Finland, Denmark. US aim is to control entire European Union, not only from external but even internal turmoils as and when it starts, as well as Arctic, where a huge landmass is emerging. While the USA is trying to hold its hegemony world over, in every country, in every region, there are reports that more than 42,000 people died in US as a result of gun violence in 2023, which includes 2,300 plus suicide and 1,600 children. Isn't it extremely sad, an outcome of rotten culture and spiritualism, which is due to decayed capitalism? Well, that brings an end to my talk today. Thank you.